You ever seen a graphics card explode? Well, I haven't, and hopefully by the end of this video, I still haven't. Welcome back to Cave Colonization, episode 40. This is a special episode because it's the second floor showcase. So once again, I have my shaders turned on. I'm using Badline Client this time to hopefully improve my FPS. It really doesn't look like it's working. As we can see, there's 20 FPS. I have it capped at 30, and well, since I'm recording, it's gonna absolutely die. But usually it runs 30 okay if I'm not recording. Without further ado, let's actually go do the floor showcase. So we start off here in the train station, and there are actually several Easter eggs here that I don't think anyone ever noticed, possibly because they were never in actually any of the videos. First, we have the Chest of Nightmares. Don't open. I'm not going to show you what's inside of it because it's Chest of Nightmares. Oh, also a quick side note, my HUD is going to stay on for this episode and like every other episode because my F1 key is broken, so I actually can't turn it off. So that's fun. The second Easter egg is right here. I mistyped this sign. There's a D at the end. So it's not over on that. It's not on this one over here. Alright, so let's begin. I guess we'll start right here. So first we have Eric's Mining Essentials. And this just has like the pickaxes and the barrels and stuff like that. Okay, I right clicked that like 3 seconds ago. And yeah, nothing much here. And we also have the destroyed house that accompanies it. Actually several of them. And the rock fall that happened. So there'll be lots of evidence of this kind of rock fall on this floor, as I explained previously. So if you know the lore, then you know the lore. Let's come back over here, and we have the gift that just doesn't give. And I actually did go and find some snow, so that's nice. Inside here, we have the candles. My dumbass forgot to light them still, but it's okay because we have lanterns. Let's get out of here. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so this was episode 24, I believe. The big rock and the water, which is going to lag me. There are no fish here trying to kill themselves, so I guess the goal of the episode was met. And we can just walk through here. I didn't do much around here in the ways of decoration, besides grow a couple of trees, as you know from the episode, because this was already a lush cave. Alright, here we have the honey pot. We have honey blocks, honeycombs, bottles of honey, and some chests, and of course a honey testing table. And some nice glazed terracotta. This was kind of a interesting build. Unfortunately, there haven't been too many other builds like this besides like the gift box, which you can't see. Over here we have Southbury Farm. I think that's what it's called. Yep. And they have their farm here. Inside the house, you know, just nothing's changed since this episode. And of course we have the barn in the back. I don't know if I actually ever showed this, but it is completed. Okay, my game just froze. That's brilliant. This building has been completed with all the chests and stuff. Alright, let's get out of here. So that's the Southbury Farm, and we'll go across the bridge. Mr. Shark helped me design this bridge, and well, he built the bridge and I adapted it to fit the cave. So we have a new bridge, and we can come over here to the Southbury Farm expansion pack, which is just another house. And they have another little farm back here. You know, growing melons and pumpkins. So not too much going on back here. Some new stuff, I put down some grass and grew some trees. So it looks like a nicer area now. And here we have, there's a zombie right there. What's he holding? Is that cobblestone? Where'd he go? Yeah, here we have the Southbury Farm food stand. Employees only, must wash hands. Well, I'm not an employee, and I also didn't wash my hands, so I guess I like shouldn't be in there. But yeah, they're selling their goods for an incredibly balanced price. More buildings crushed by a rock fall, unfortunate. Here's kind of an interesting area. So according to lore, once upon a time there was floor here and over here before that bridge existed. Oh, by the way, here's like a nicer view of the bridge. And there was some buildings that used to be here, but they've all collapsed, and when we get down there, I will add some remnants of them, I'm sure. Or maybe it's all been cleared up and something else has taken its place. But yeah, we got another tree and more grass. So we come across this small bridge just in time to view Claude's Candles. Not Bed Bath & Beyond, as someone pointed out. And yeah, I actually did the smart move and added a single other candle to make this a pair of candles, because I was informed that you could actually have multiple candles in the same block, which is pretty cool. I should stop opening chests. They seem to be like laggier than like anything else. So we continue on to Ivan's Ironworks, established 1849. This was a very, very quick build, which I believe I edited on vacation, so that's why it's so short. Come up these stairs to the company housing tiers, which I'd say is probably the most impressive part of the cave. So these are all just like small buildings. They're just small living quarters. They all have like a corner bush, a chest, painting, lantern, bed, carpet, etc. They're basically just copy paste, so I'm not going to look in every one, but I'm going to look in a couple of ones that are different. So not too much here. These ones are exactly the same. These ones are a little bit different because they're like one block shorter, but it's still basically the same. This one on the end is a little different. Not too much going on in here. And then I believe that was the last tier we did in episode, but there is one more tier now. This was actually a very recent episode. So we have inside here. This was the one with the balcony. So you have a nice view from up here. Not too much to see actually, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But hey, you can get some fresh air. Get it? Because it's a cave. And up here we have another house. I don't remember what episode this was, but I did add the one purple carpet that was missing, which is nice. So a rockfall happened around these stairs, but they've been rebuilt. They've been joined by lag as well. So up here we have Arts Gallery since 1876. And as Charizard pointed out, there was two of the same paintings, but I did fix that. Funnily enough, as I put down these paintings that were the same, they used to both be that bottom one, I was literally saying I don't want any of these to be the same. And I did actually add another lantern and a piece of glazed terracotta in here as some Walmart art, I guess. And yeah, that's it for up here. So let's head to this part of town, to the general store. Actually, let's head past it because lag is going to make us go past it. So here we have the general store. They're selling their amethyst and all this random stuff. There's a bunch of random items. And up here is the living quarters with the Amogus shaped room according to Charizard. So yeah, not much has changed since this building has been created. This one actually did change the paper mill. The entire upper roof was one block too high, so I actually brought it down a block. But here we have Pete's Paper, established in 1856. And yeah, not much has changed in the interior, by which I mean nothing has changed in the interior. I actually kind of like this build. Even if it's not accurate in any way, shape, or form, I like it. Over here, I grew some trees. I added a water feature, which is kind of hard to see, but this is water here. I also use jack-o'-lanterns as lighting instead of glowstone, because it's cheaper. And I have a little bench where you can sit and enjoy this small park, and be stared down by a tall grass. Over here, we have the library, which, lo and behold, there are books in the item frames now. So that's cool. We have our two shelves, and up here, the reading area, and a random enchantment table for some reason. What level is this? 10. Whoa. And farther down, we have a staircase that leads to whatever the hell this is. I don't actually remember, but it is accompanied by the water wheel. And fun fact, the water wheel now actually has water going underneath it. You can't really see with the shaders because the water is really clear, but just trust me, there is water. And also, death is the prize for opening this gate. That sign won't stop me because I can't read. So yeah, you can't really tell, but there is water. I guess you can kind of tell from the reflection. And I added some mineshaft remnants that had gotten destroyed by the water from the neighboring water cave. So I think that's all for in-episode builds, except for one. But I do have something more to show you. I actually forgot about this, but I have created this alleyway. Well, created. It was already here. I just added this entrance. And I made a few more houses, which are all basically the same company housing buildings. But it's this nice back street. There used to be an opening here to the rest of the company housing, but in the rockfall, it got blocked off by, you know, rocks. So, path just ends here now. We do have a tree. Oh, what the heck is going on with the different colored leaves? That's scuffed. I didn't notice that before. But yeah, we have a couple houses back here. This fancy guy is a window. So they're all basically the same. But this actually connects back up to the last build which we did in episode, which was the hot spring. It was the doors building. Me when I can't find the doors. I don't actually remember what it's called. So let's check out the inside of here. I don't think anything has changed since this episode. We have more white glazed terracotta. And there was these rooms that we built. And then, of course, there is the actual hot spring in here with magma at the bottom. So it's kind of dangerous to be in here, honestly. And then we, of course, have the beach area with all the axolotls jumping around on the soul sand. So that's cool. So we can exit this place. There's a gate here. It says members only, thanks. I'm not a member, so I'm not actually allowed to go in there. So we head down this staircase. Okay, sorry, we lag down the staircase. And we end up right back at the hub. So that is the end of the second floor showcase, I think. I'm pretty sure I hit every build. And if I did miss any, then you can go watch the episode where I built it in. But that's going to be the end of this showcase here. In the next episode, we will tackle the yawning abyss that is down there with Mr. Glowy Bow over there. Thinks he's awesome sauce, but is actually not. And yeah, so thank you for watching this episode. Hopefully I'll see you in future episodes. Goodbye.